Nico and a mommy.
This is a good day. No, you sit right here. Here. No. Benji. No. Sit down. No. Sit down. No. What's that? Mommy.
Months old and one that's about 3 months old. And in the back there you can see those large brown animals. They're called elands. They're the largest of the antelope family. The male can weigh up to 2,000 pounds, which is about the same weight as a train car you're sitting in. Of India, they're never harmed, killed, or eaten, but actually treated like part of the family. And way in the back of the same paddock there, you can see those small little brown animals. They're called the black bucks, and that's because male turns partially black and grows horns by the age of 3. Now they might be small in size, but they're very fast. They can run about 50 miles per hour with strides of 22 feet between. And they are the smallest of the antelope family, and they come from India. Now back on your right-hand side here, you can see the llamas. Llamas are from South America. Their meat is used for food, their wool is used for clothing, and they're also used as a pack animal, so they're kind of a multi-purpose animal. Back on your left-hand side here, you can see these white animals with the brown colors. They're called the scimitar horned oryx. They can actually go a few days without any water, and that's because they get the moisture they need from the plants and vegetation that they eat. But now take a look again on your right-hand side, under the undercover area there, you can see our baby Bactrian or tune-up camel. His name is Ivan, and he's only about 3 or 4 months old. You can see the rest of his family sitting out there as well. Now those humps on their back don't actually store water, but they store energy in the form. And back on your left-hand side again, you can see the nilgai, or also called blue bucks. They're a medium-sized antelope from India. You can see the male there turns a partially grayish blue, and that's where they get the name blue buck. Now these animals are very tidy. They have designated areas for eating, sleeping, drinking, bathing, and going to the bathroom.
Crystal Lake set.
Take a look on your right-hand side, sitting all along the fence there. You can see the Sika deer. They're from Asia, and they never lose or shed their spots, but actually keep them all their lives. But now look on your left-hand side, you can see that animal laying there. That's Bernard dromedary or one-hump camel. That one hump on his back can actually weigh up to 80 pounds. He can be found in Africa, Asia, and has just been introduced to Australia. And those animals that look like donkeys are called onagers, so the shy and timid cousin to the donkey. They could never be tamed or domesticated, so they were hunted for their meat, and now they're extremely endangered. And way in the middle paddock there, you can see those large brown animals. They're called plains bison, or nicknamed buffalo. There used to be over 50 million of these animals, but in the late 1800s, they're hunted from 50 million all the way down to 540. Now, thanks to zoological centers, game farms, and reserves, we've actually brought them back up a number to about 200,000.
540? They were down to that low? Holy.
That barn you see on your left-hand side is our lookout barn. It's a great place to get a panoramic view of the zoo, see a lot of animals from one spot. We do have over 900 animals here at the zoo, about 186 different species on about 120 acres of land. As you can see now, they can find lots of places to hide, so as soon as I see another animal, I'll point it out to you.
Slow down a little bit. It's crazy, man. Turbo charging it.
Next animals will be coming up on your right-hand side. You can see this white sign that says, "Warning, do not feed, we bite." That's because these are all our bad animals. You can see the miniature horse named Kenny in there. Those light brown animals that are called Sicilian or miniature donkeys, and the dark brown ones with the white nose and the white bellies called burros. These animals are all back here because of bad behavior. Unlike good animals that like to eat pellets and grain, these ones like to eat people's fingers, so you gotta watch out for them. Now take a look on your left-hand side here. You can see our white-tailed deer, also called Virginian deer. Now they might look familiar, and that's because that's who Bambi was role modeled after. So come over the train trestle here. I just like to remind everyone to keep your arms inside for safety reasons. But do me a favor, look down on your right-hand side. You can see the collared peccaries. Now they look like pigs and they smell like pigs, but they're not true pigs. That's because true pigs have 4 toes, these guys have 3. True pigs have more molar teeth, these guys have more canine teeth, and these guys also have a scent gland in the back of their necks that gives them that awful smell. They can actually eat poisonous snakes as well. That's because they have a natural antivenom found in their stomach that allows them to do so. Here later on, all you have to do is walk back here, stand in line, and a bus will come pick you up. You can see Brian there. It's one of our tour guides. What it is a free tour through our North American Wilds exhibit. You get on that bus and you go right in with the bears and wolves in North American Hoofstock. It's quite an amazing little tour. It's definitely worth coming back here and seeing. Back on your left-hand side there, you can see some antlers sticking out of the ground there. That's Casper, one of our white wapiti elk. We also have a female named Powder. Now these 2 animals came to us from Oregon. They're extremely rare in the wild. The reason they're white like that is a genetic mutation caused by geographical isolation. What that means is that there were very, very few to breed within their herd, and they kept coming out lighter and lighter until eventually they came out white like that. And in just a couple seconds here, I'm going to be showing you the most dangerous animals in the world. They actually kill more humans a year than lions, tigers, or alligators.
Hippos.
There are hippopotamuses. Their names are Harvey and Gertrude. Gertrude is the female standing on the land there, and Harvey's in the water. Now these animals can weigh up to 8,000 pounds to about 4 tons. And you might think they're slow and clumsy on land, but you're absolutely wrong. They can actually reach speeds of 35 to 40 kilometers an hour. Now one of the reasons they're so dangerous is that when they're in the water, they can hold their breath for up to 5 minutes. When they do so, you don't realize that you're in their territory, and they're very territorial, and they'll come snap you up with their 6-inch long teeth. Rumor has it they can actually snap an alligator in half with just 1 bite. So you can see they're not very active right now. That's because they're nocturnal. They get more active as the night goes on. And if you ever see them with their mouths open, it looks like they're yawning. That's not actually a yawn. What it is a warning sign. They're saying, hey, we see you on that little train over there. We don't like you. You're getting a little too close. If you come any closer, we're going to snap you up. If you take a look again on your right-hand side, you can see the Rocky Mountain wapiti elk, as well as some baby elk out there in the field. These animals can be found roaming the Rocky Mountains all the way from Alaska to California. Now you might have heard me say wapiti a couple times. It doesn't actually mean elk. It's a Shawnee word that means white rum. And if you look at the backsides of these animals, you can figure out where they got that name. Back on your left-hand side, you can see our black-neck ostrich. The only difference between him and the redneck ostrich is the fact that he has a black neck. You can also see some of our spotted fallow deer out there that can be found naturally in the wild, and the white fallow deer that only appear in zoological centers. As we come to the tunnel here, I'd just like to remind everyone to keep their arms aside for safety reasons. I do have to apologize as we don't have any animals in here right now. Our mountain fruit bats had to be removed because it's getting too cold for them. And the owls we had in here, we released back into the wild. Now we do hope to have some more animals in here in the next 3 to 4 weeks. And back on your left-hand side again, as we come to the tunnel, you can see some more llamas. The llama was actually the first official animal we had at the zoo here. First was a male, and his name was Dennis.
Dennis.
That's your brother's name,
And on your right-hand side, yes, you guessed it, some more llamas. If anybody wants to take home their own llama, maybe even start up your own zoo, I'm sure we can arrange something for you. Now take a look on your left-hand side, you can see our pink flamingos. Flamingos are pink because they eat a lot of shrimp. If they didn't eat shrimp, they'd actually be a dullish gray color. That's because shrimp has a special vitamin called beta-carotene in their eyes that gives them that pink color. You can see the lighter ones there from the Chile and the dark ones there from the Caribbean. And over on your left-hand side, you can see that building with the green roof over there. That's the home of our capybara. Capybara are the largest rodents in the world. They're actually about 30 times the size of a rat. And now coming up on your left-hand side, we have our great cat exhibit. We have lions, tigers, jaguars, cougars, and a Chinese leopard. In this first paddock here, we have our African lions. We have 2 females and a male. Now the males do all the protecting of the Pryder. The males do all the protecting of the Pryder family, and the females do all the hunting and teach the younger ones how to hunt. And on your right-hand side here, you might be able to spot some of our Arctic wolves. Arctic wolves are a beautiful white color to blend in with the snow and for better hunting. But back on your left-hand side here, this is the home of our 4 Siberian tigers that are all females. Now there's only an estimated 250 of them left in the wild. And they're supposed to be extinct by the year 2005. It's extremely sad. People hunt them for their beautiful coats as well as their gallbladders for medicinal reasons. But if 250 poachers hunts 250 tigers, they are going to be extinct a lot sooner than that. Take a look on your left-hand side here. You can see these little animals that look like kangaroos. They're called wallabies, and they are the cousin to the kangaroo. And back again on your left-hand side, this is the home of our African giraffe, Aaliyah. It doesn't look like she's outside, so that means she's probably inside her building there. This is Home Sweet Home. Giraffes are the tallest animals in the world. They can stand up to, females stand up to 18 feet tall, and the males stand up to about 21 feet tall. They were believed to be sent down by the gods to watch over all the other animals. They only actually sleep for about 20 to 40 minutes a day. That's broken up into 2 to 3 minute naps, and that's because they can't keep their heads lower than their body for very long. It's very fatal to them. And on your left-hand side here, you can see our white rhinos, Charlie and Nellie. Now those horns you see on their head aren't actually made out of bone, but they're made out of tightly compressed hair. I'd like to thank you all for coming. We hope you've enjoyed your tour, and we hope to see you real soon.
Daddy, come on, get the bag.